Well, good day to you. My name is John Manning, and I'm here to talk to you about what I learned in my class called Church Administration, Law, and Finance, or as I like to refer to it as ALF. Well, there are many things that I learned, but the number one thing that I learned is that I absolutely never, ever want to be a lead pastor. How those guys are walking around this world without being paranoid 24/7 is beyond me. So that's an important lesson that I learned. But today I want to talk to you about ensuring our children's safety. It was surprising to hear that the number one reason why most churches are sued is because of child molestation, and that's not okay. It predominantly is due to the way it was handled in proof of negligence. So I think it's important that we talk about how to make sure that we aren't negligent. One of the things that we could do is have a proper check-in system. There are many ways that we can do this. We should always have a solid database management system like Planning Center, Fellowship One, or community church community builders. At our church here, we use Check-In, which is associated with Planning Center. And basically what it is the parent and guardian goes into our kids space, they check in their kids, they're printed out a sticker with a number on it, they slap it on the kid's back, and the parent or guardian is given another number or another printout with the same number as the kid. And so at the end of the service, when they go to our kids space, they should have the number. And if you don't have the number, you don't get a kid. And so the church is stuck with a kid. So we're still working on that. So it's a good way to make sure that some random person doesn't come in and take the kid. The other thing is important is that we don't leave a kid alone with one adult. We try to make sure that there's two adults, especially in the case when you're taking the kid to a bathroom. It is found that 77% of child abuse, not involving family members, are done in restrooms. And so it's a place to be aware of during service times. And then we also want to have a thorough background check. So Dr. Richard Hammer gives us 6 steps that he recommends we do. 1, you should have a written application for people who are working with children, employees, and anybody that has a key to the building. And then you want to do a thorough interview process. And we should conduct a criminal records check on the individual and also check if they're on the child sex offender registry or sex offender registry. Then we also want to have 2 documents, reference checks, including past church history. And he also says, Dr. Richard Hammer says that personal references mean basically nothing. The FBI profile for preferential molesters say that other pedophiles are only friends with other pedophiles. And so that's really disturbing. But institutional references are recommended, basically finding out where places that they've worked with minors before, and call that place and just ask them, hey, is there any reason why this person should not be working with minors? And so those are good things to put in place. Then the last one he recommends is the applicant should be a member of the church with good standing for at least 6 months. Not just attending, but a member in good standing for 6 months. And those are the things that he recommends. And if you fail to do the minimum screening, it could expose the church to charges of negligent screening and the possibility of a large civil liability. So it's important that we do that. Now, you put all those in place and then an incident happens. What do you do? Well, first thing is you are required to contact your insurance company and let them know. And they can help you with the next steps. And it's also important that you use caution in what you say to your staff and even board meetings, because when you're conducting board meetings, there's a secretary that's writing down everything. And so you want to be as generic as possible, not incriminating anybody, because all those things can be used in the court of law, and it could be really bad for you. And so also many churches in the past have been in denial. They minimize the situation or they blame the victim. Don't do that. You want to take the allegation swiftly and promptly. And God forbid it's a staff member or a board member. but it is recommended that if it is a staff member or board member, that you suspend them and pending the outcome of the investigation. Well, you're also going to have to deal with media sometimes, and one of the things you absolutely do not want to say is no comment. Richard Hammer gives us 4 things he recommends we say. We have had an incident. The incident is currently under investigation. We don't have all the details at this time, and we always will cooperate with the authorities. And so those are the basic rundown of what I think could help us in the church. And so have fun being a pastor.